Today we will discuss about aquaculture. What is aquaculture? In last lecture, we were discussing about fisheries. What are actually the different types of fisheries? What are actually the kind of techniques that are involved in fisheries? Today we will discuss about aquaculture. Aquaculture. What is aquaculture? Aquaculture is kind of less commonly spelled as aquiculture, also known as equifarming, is the farming technique that is utilized for the culturing of different types of fishes, crustaceans, different types of mollusks, aquatic plants, algae, and other organisms. It's mean we can simply say aquaculture involve different types of aquatic organisms or aquatic organisms that are actually utilized that are useful in terms of food source. So aquaculture is a kind of combined culture. It is actually a type of composite culture in which we culture different types of fishes, crustaceans, mollusks and aquatic plants, algae and other organisms. So the farming and husbandry of economically important aquatic animals and plants that is carried out under controlled condition. Aquaculture is different from fisheries in a way that we are actually doing this activity under a confined or controlled environment. So the farming or the culturing of different types of these aquatic animals that are significant in terms of economical point of view, we actually look for the conditions that are controlled. It means we actually select different types of contained environment and we carry out all this activity. Next, aquaculture is sufficiently expressive and multifaceted. It includes the following aspects. If we generally discuss about different types of aspects that are involved in aquaculturing technique, um, the different types of aspects, the process of aquaculture is actually covering different types of aspects. Number one aspect is the type of organism that is cultured. The number one thing that is important in terms of aquaculture is the type of organism that is cultured. For example, the culture of fish, prawn, oyster, mussel, and seaweed. It's mean the selection of specific type of organism is the basic requirement in terms of aquaculture. So the type of organism that we are looking for culturing is specifically or is of much concern. For example, the culture of fish, prawn, and oyster and mussels. All these organisms are actually the type of culturable organism that we are selecting for different types of aquaculture techniques. we were discussing about aquaculture techniques. That is, aquaculture is sufficiently expressive and actually important in terms of aquaculture is the selection of different types of organisms that we are actually looking for culturing. The type of organism cultured is playing very important role. We are actually looking for selection of organism that is important in terms of its production rate. So the example of different types of organism that we have selected for the culturing of the for aquaculture are different types of fishes, prawn, oysters, mussel, and seaweeds. And next thing that we discussed in this that is actually significant in terms of aquaculture aquaculturing technique, that is the type that is the specific type of organism actually requires specific type of culturing method, whether we will go for pound culture, raceway culture, cage culture, pen culture, or raft culture. It means all these types of culturing techniques are required for the requirement of different types of organisms. The aquatic organisms that we are actually looking for culturing in with the culture is done such as fresh water, brackish water, or salt water. The next thing that is
मैम
also
स्लाइड नहीं शो हो रही.
that is important in terms of okay students मैं आप let's do that. So we were actually discussing about different types of aspects that are affecting aquaculture, and the aquatic environment in the aquatic environment in the culture is actually we actually want to perform the culturing technique is also important. That can be of different that can be different types of condition, like it can be fresh water, brackish water, or salt water. It's mean we will go for a type of culturing technique according to the type of water. That can be fresh water, brackish water, or salt water. A specific factor for the environment that is used for the culture, such as cold water or warm water aquaculture. It's mean we can have certain types of requirements, or the process of aquaculture is actually a kind of process that we are actually using for culturing technique, that we are actually utilize that will we will utilize for culturing. It means a type of organism is significant, and type of culturing technique, and aquatic environment, and some specific physical factors are also look for. It's some because some organisms are grown well in a certain cold temperature, cold waters, and some actually prefer warm water. So we all these are actually the basic requirements that we will look for proper aquaculture or for successful aquaculturing of different types of these organisms. That is actually the kind of composite culture in which we will have a maximum product of different types of organisms. So, what are actually the important salient characters of aquaculture? Why we are actually preferring aquaculture? What is actually the significance of aquaculture? The process of aquaculture is significant, important for us in a way, because this process actually involve high productivity. It's mean while we are performing all these processes in different types of contained environment. Let's suppose we are actually we when we select different types of cages that can be in different forms. So when we actually propagate different types of organism under confined or controlled condition, we will have maximum yield of different types of organisms. So the chances of production is increased. So the number one advantage that is related to this aquaculture technique is the high productivity. It means we can get maximum yield or maximum production of different types of organisms. Next thing that is important, that is important in terms of aquaculture is that is integrated farming. Integrated farming is a kind of farming in we are actually performing uh, we are actually performing a kind of composite culture. It means we can culture different types of organisms together. Let's suppose different types of fishes are are co-cultured along with this is also advantageous in a way. We can perform integrated farming while via different selecting different types of composite culturing or selecting different types of organism at same site. And the next thing that is also important in terms of aquaculture is recycling. Recycling, it's mean when we are performing integrated or composite culturing technique, the materials are constantly recycled. The one organism is actually utilizing a food material, and the residual material that will be left over in that environment, that can be a pound or that can be a specific type of contained environment, that material will be utilized by other organism, and there will be the continuous recycling of different types of material, different types of nutrients. So this is also the important character of aquaculture. The next rural development. Rural development is also important character of aquaculture in a way, by by selecting these types of techniques, like people who are actually not that much educated, are they, we can have maximum involvement of mankind, manpower, so they can have chance of maximum earning. So this also improves the rural development, or this is actually beneficial for different types of persons who are actually not having that much who are not actually well educated. So they we have maximum chance of rural development of different types of areas that are actually economically poor areas can be strengthened by selecting different types of aquaculturing techniques. Next, intensive fish culture. While we are performing this intensive fish culture or prawn culture and any type of culturing technique, we will have maximum production of different types of organisms. So this is also important character of aquaculture. Then aquaculture is also preferable, suitable in terms of foreign exchange. While that can this activity can be carried out in different areas, that can be open waters, that can be different marine environment, or that can be a fish pond or different type of ditches. So we will have maximum yield of different types of organisms. So we actually strengthen our seafood in a way. So we can have maximum earning in a way that we can exchange different types of these aquaculture products to other countries. So it also as important the country's economy. Next, it is also important in terms of coral reefs. All these are aquaculture selection processes that is actually carried out in a way. The different types of areas are actually selected, and when we perform this aquaculturing technique, this is significant in a way. This actually serve as a kind of a type of layer activity as well. The mariculture and fisheries enhancement, promoting agro-industrial development. It means simply we can say the aquaculture is advantageous for us in via different ways, because it yields maximum production. It involves integrated farming. It involves recycling of different types of materials, and it also supports the country economy. It play important role in the development of rural areas, or and it is actually it can have a value in terms of aesthetic value that we can enjoy in terms of different types of leisure activities. So different types of culturing techniques are suitable for us. In a way, it can improve the agriculture industrial development in a way where this aquaculture activities performed. This aquaculturing is actually integrated with different types of other farming techniques like cattle farming. Cattle farming from that from all those organisms is provided as a feed to these organisms. They actually utilize, so there is actually the constant shifting and shuffling of different types of material. So these are used as, so these all are actually utilized as important source of to support the country's economy. So in this term, aquaculture is important. Next, what are actually the types of aquacultural practices that are carried out in a the different ways? What are actually the different types of practices that are involved? So these are actually categorized on the basis of hydrobiological features. That is number one. That is depending on the hydrobiological features, we can have freshwater aquaculture, brackish water aquaculture, metahaline, and mariculture. All types are actually the types of aquaculture that are actually carried out on a way that are actually depend on hydrobiological features. It means they are strictly dependent on the water quality that is they are related to the in this diagram you can see in form of flow chart. That is, here is aquaculture. Aquaculture is further categorized into mariculture and metahaline culture. Metahaline culture, brackish water culture, and freshwater culture. All these type of aquaculturing techniques will involve different types of methods. Like this mariculture will involve different types of floating cages, raft and cage, different racks, poles, long line, on bottom, nylon webbing, and artificial reef. It means the composite culture of aquaculture technique that is involving the culturing of different types of organisms. That can be cultivation of different types of algae, or that is actually involvement of different types of fishes. We will have different types of um, cages that can be the cages can be of several types. That can be floating cages, raft cages, racks and poles, long line, on the bottom, nylon webbing, and artificial reefs. These all are actually the methods that are utilized in mariculture, in which we will culture all the different types of organisms. Next, metahaline culture. Metahaline culture basically involve different types of salty ponds. It's mean metahaline culture is carried out in different types of waters that are bit saline in nature. So this type of culturing is also favorable, important in terms of aquaculturing method. So the brackish water culture will be carried out on the bottom on different types of racks, rafts, tidal ponds, pens, and cages. It's mean brackish water culture will involve the culturing of organism that is actually carried out in different types of racks and rafts, different types of ponds and pens and cages. Organisms are actually placed in specific types of contained environment in different types of brackish water. So the culturing of organism is carried out successfully. Next, the most commonly practicable culturing technique that is involved in aquaculture is temple tanks, irrigation tanks, recirculation systems, ornamental fishes, larvae fishes, fish food organisms, sport fish, cold water fish, and these earthen ponds will be further involve different types of composite culture. That is actually the composite fishes, monosex, monospecies, air breathing fishes, predator prey. All these are actually the types of fishes that we are actually that we are we are performing the process of aquaculture in a way that freshwater culture is actually the most successful aquaculture for us. That is actually carried out in different types of earthen ponds, raceways, sewage fed ponds. That is it means we can simply say the freshwater culture can be carried out via different ways for propagation of different types of economically important fishes and economically important organisms. So this is actually the division of aquaculture, that is involving mariculture, metahyline culture, brackish water culture, and freshwater culture. Next, if we have brief look at the freshwater aquaculture, the freshwater aquaculture includes the culture of various economically important aquatic organisms in small impoundments. It's mean the freshwater aquaculture is a type of aquaculture that will involve the culturing of several economically important aquatic organisms. That is involved, as we have discussed in previous slide, that will involve the composite fish culture or polyculture or mixed fish farming. It's mean the composite fish culture or as its name indicate polyculture, we will have so we will select different types of fishes, different types of fish species for culturing technique. And the freshwater, it means the culturing is carried out in a confined environment that will involve more than one fish species. Then we will also perform a monosex culture. Monosex culture is a kind of culture in which only one type of species of fish or one type of organism is actually cultured in specific. Monospecies culture is also type of culturing technique that will involve only one species, and monosex is all that sex culture is a type of culture in which only male and female fishes are actually cultured in freshwater environment. Then predator prey culture, it's mean this is a type of culturing technique that will involve the selection of organisms that have a relationship of predator and prey. It's mean they have they actually depict the phenomena of predation. So this culture is also performed in specific freshwater aquaculturing environment. And next, culture of fish in temple tanks and raceways. These are actually the type of culturing techniques that are carried out in confined environment, or different types of tanks are actually available, and in all those tanks specific types of fishes are placed, or specific types of organisms are selected, and they are cultured successfully. Technique that is this process is brackish water aquaculture. Brackish water areas are actually the areas that are actually the type of open water bodies. These open water bodies are the areas that are rich in oxygen and different types of planktonic organism. It means these areas are actually the areas that are actually having nutrients that are naturally provided to different types, that will be naturally provided to different types of organisms. And the brackish water organisms such as milkfish, this is actually the most common fish that is found in brackish water. This is just representative organism, and this organism is actually Chanos chanos. This is a type of fish that is most commonly cultured in India. So the late calcifier movable species, prawns, mussels, etc., can also be cultured in various ways, such as tidal ponds, span cages, or by racks and ropes culture, mainly in case of oyster. It's mean we can say brackish water aquaculture can be carried out in an environment that is naturally supplemented with different types of plankton. Are not required of just say they propagate their growth, and all the processes are actually carried out naturally in different types of brackish water environments. Next, mariculture. The process of mariculture in India has long coastal and open sea areas, which offers wide scope for the culturing operation of the fin fishes and shellfishes. For the culture of fish, prawns, and lobsters, floating cages are used. Um for the culture of these types of fishes actually involve the culturing of different types of racks, rafts, rope, pole, and long lines are used in the culture of mussels, particularly polluters. It means the process of mariculture is actually carried out in different types of coastal areas that have that is actually the wider scope for the culturing of different types of fishes and shellfishes. It means shellfishes are actually the type of freshwater mussels or the pearl oysters. So the mariculture is. So the seaweed also has widely cultured with the help of nets or webbing. It's mean mariculture actually involves the culturing of different types of fin fishes and shellfishes along with different types of seaweeds. So they all are actually the type of mariculture actually involves the culturing of or different types of organisms that are important in terms of food and in terms of different pearl industry. So mariculture is also significant or important type of aquaculture. Then the next type of aquaculture is that is metahaline culture. Metahaline culture it is the process that is carried out in off seasons of the salt manufacture. The salt pens are utilized for the fish culture. Culture of brine shrimp can be undertaken in these super saline salt pen. Salinity up to 200% is actually selected for this area. It means metahaline culture is a type of culture that is carried out in extremely salty water, and some organisms actually prefer different types of saline environment. So these the different types of shrimps, its mean metahaline culture is specifically associated with shrimp culture, and shrimps are cultured in highly salty water. So this process is also carry. This process of aquaculture technique will involve the selection of specific organisms that is having high salt preferences. So these all are actually the type of these all are actually the types of aquaculturing techniques that we are looking for the culturing of organisms that are having different types of that all these organisms are having different types of environmental preferences. Why we are actually preferring this aquaculture? We are preferring this aquaculture in a way that